Okay, here's a quick little tutorial kind of thing of how I do rock faces. This is just a sheet of the pink, I guess it's an inch thick styrofoam, okay? And I'll start off by getting an idea where I want to do the rocks and where I want to cut the rocks, and I'll do a Sharpie pen and just to try to draw a outline of maybe where the rocks would be, okay? Now I'll take my X-Acto knife and I'll cut around the outside mark. Okay, and I'll cut this piece off of the main piece. Now, if I wanted to make a big rock face, I could use this whole piece of styrofoam. What I'll do is I'll cut along in here and cut this off. And then what I'll do is I'll go in and maybe on the side, I have to picture the rocks. Let me turn it around because this will be the base of the cliff. I'll come in here and I'll start cutting beveled edges around here and around here. And there's a skin on here, and I'm going to remove the skin with my X-Acto knife. And just, go in on a very thin angle, or if I want a deeper crevice, well then I'll just cut in a little deeper and just pop him out like that. And it leaves a crevice of however I want to do. Okay? Now, I've done one earlier, and let me pull that one up. Okay, and I've just cut around even on the sides, and you can see pretty much there's like a crevice here, and I removed that skin, and I may do a little bit of reshaping up here because this looks a little bit straight here going up this edge, but I might do a little bit of shaping there and make it more rounded, okay? But you can see where I have crevices here and thin crevices, very deep crevices in some places and not too deep in others, and just sort of get a picture of what a rock would look like, okay? The next thing what I'll do is I'll be painting this, and the colors I'm going to use are black, white, and burnt umber. And once I paint the rocks, then I'll show you what those look out to be. Back here then is the painted rock face or whatever that I made out of the styrofoam, and it's sort of dry. Like I said, I couldn't find my burnt sienna paint, so I used raw umber. I'm sorry, burnt umber, raw umber, whatever. And I used a little bit of wash there, a little bit of water to help the paint sink into these crevices. Okay. And what I'll do is once this totally dries, and it's pretty well there, that's why I'm handling the thing. I'm going to dry brush it with a light gray color to sort of pull out the rock face a little bit better. Okay, and the rock face is done. Okay, I did the sides. Okay, what's nice about doing this is this only took about maybe 20 minutes to do the whole thing. And second of all, it covers quite a bit of rock face, in a short period of time. And again, like I said, you can make it as big as you want. It's thin, so you can put it back against the wall. This will probably be back against the wall at the Columbia Historic Preservation Society layout, because we're adding expanding the layout, and we're going to have cliffs and such like that. But it's a fairly quick way of doing the rock face, and it looks fairly realistic.